Hey guys, welcome to the show. Today we have the Chop Tops Deadly Love from 2010 on Swillbilly Music. And today, here to talk about it, is the Chop Tops.
Hey.
Thank you guys for being here. Just real quick, just go down the line and introduce yourself.
I am Sinner. I play the drums standing and do lead vocals.
Shelby, guitar.
I'm Brett, and I play stand-up bass.
I just saw you guys the other night here in LA. And I'd never seen Brett play with you guys, and I was amazed how you can just throw that upright, spin it in the air, and then not miss a beat.
Actually, that came kind of spontaneous. I didn't practice it at home or nothing. I just decided to do it one show. And luckily, I haven't dropped it yet.
I'll make sure we're out of the way when that thing's hitting the air.
I've hit him once with it before, and I've bashed Gary's cymbals a couple times.
Yeah, we've had a few funny incidents.
And I'm sure the stage dictates whether or not you're going to do that.
Sometimes I can't do it if it's too cramped.
I mean, how important is Stageantics for you guys when you play out? I mean, is it
really important? I mean, there's people like a good show. I mean, you know, it's like anything. You don't want to go where there's no action. You want to go where there's something interesting to look at, as well as here.
You've played with some legends, or at least opened for some.
Yeah, in April when we released Deadly Love, we played with Chuck Berry at Viva Las Vegas, and so we played to an audience of 8,000 people, which was cool. Who else did we play with?
Wanda
Jackson, Elvis Wayne.
Gene Vincent's Blue Caps. They were at one of my birthday shows, which was awesome. And actually a kind of really broad range because of what we were into, like being into multiple different genres, and we call it, you know, revved up rockabilly. We coined that phrase. That's like psychobilly, rockabilly, surf, little teddy boy, like European rockabilly from the day, which you already know about, but if folks don't. And then punk and some other stuff. So we've been able to play with like Dead Kennedys a couple times.
The Rocker, Slim Jim, Setzer.
Yeah, different times, not all together, not as the Stray Cats. And then Dick Dale a bunch of times, played with Link Ray before he passed away. John Lee Hooker before he passed away.
That sounds kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Before he passed away, we play with them and then they die. So
I know, it's like, yikes, the curse of the Chop Tops. Played these great guys, and next thing you know, they're gone. You're like, we're gonna get a bad rep here.
It is Deadly Love.
Yeah.
We try to show them love before they die.
Before they pass on.
I went to Cabrillo in 2000, 2001, and I remember right about that time, my good friend Phil and we started as a rockabilly duo, and I remember the Chop Tops, you guys were huge in Santa Cruz, at least in my mind. You guys were like rock stars, and the day that we got to open for you, I even have a flyer.
Awesome.
Right here.
Is that Cabrillo College?
Cabrillo College.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have a year on it, so I want to say it's
Free
like
lunch.
Nice.
What band was that?
Free lunch. I remember them.
Yeah, that show was recorded because I have a disc.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I remember that show. Out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That stage they
to
put up.
promote the Honda Element.
You know what? And I was happy to do my part to promote the Honda Element.
Cool.
But that was a big deal. I was so nervous that day, and there's maybe 10 people there hanging out. But
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Guys, like I remember meeting you, and yeah, from there you guys really took us under your wing and kind of showed us the ropes and had us open for you guys a lot of times, and became good friends. And then I had the balls or maybe it was the mistake of my life, to ask you to be in my feature, Flying Saucer Rock and Roll.
Yes.
And yeah, so it's been fun, and now you're here, and I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah. The opening track is, I'm gonna get this wrong,
Chicks-Schmicks, food, schmood, beer, yeah.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
Here's the tattoo. It's scratch and sniff.
I'll take your word on that one.
Chicks-Schmicks, food, schmood, beer, yeah. It's really funny if you think about it, almost ridiculous, but it's this saying, a beer chanty from some ex-jarhead dudes and some surfers and guys, a big group of us, a big group of greasers essentially. Back in the day, like you know, the early 90s, we all hung out on 38th down by Pleasure Point in Santa Cruz and do a lot of cliche stuff because it just seemed cool to us. Sing doo-wop, get loaded all night, drive the neighbors crazy, and you know, every now and then beat the hell out of each other. But back to Chicks-Schmicks Food Schmood Beer, yeah, it was our beers chanty. We would all, one guy would say Chicks, and all the guys would clink their beers together and, go Schmicks. And then the same dude would say food, we'd all say Schmood, and then beer, and we'd all scream, yeah, and smash our beers together and down them back in the day, the drinking days.
So you guys basically more or less sold out, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
With the sponsorship.
That's it. We're pretty much just, yeah, guns for hire. It's really sad.
So you're Gretsch, TUK,
Murray's,
and Lucky 13.
Yeah, Lucky 13.
And just recently got Dunlop strings.
Dunlop strings.
Oh wow.
Yep.
I mean, did you ever think that would happen?
No. Are you kidding? We didn't even. We were lucky if we had the instruments back then, let alone we're going to work with these people.
And then for you, Shelby, having Gretsch guitar. And then tell me about the story about you got the phone call.
Yeah, what happened was I applied to try to get an endorsement. I think it was in 2006. So, I didn't hear anything from him. So one hungover morning here in LA, I got a call. This was in 2008. And I was so hungover, I thought it was a joke. Somebody's playing a joke. Says, hey, this is Joe Carducci from Gretsch. We want to endorse you. And I was like, yeah, right, who is this? And I'm saying, I'm gonna hang up the phone now. He goes, well, okay, if you don't want the endorsement. I go, are you really him? So yeah, that's how it worked out, It was interesting. I'm glad I didn't hang up the phone.
Me too.
You've gotten some guitars out of it, right?
Yeah. Two that, the one that I play with the Black Widows on it, which is 125th anniversary, and then I have the Setzer backup hot rod. So yeah, they're great.
So was it time for the Green E to go away, to be retired at this point?
Yeah,
it was kind of
falling apart.
Yeah,
I mean, I've done things to it that no guitar should go through.
Terrible things.
Yeah, terrible things.
I do recall a story once. You telling me there was a girlfriend or ex-girlfriend holding it outside of a window of like a 2-story building in San Francisco, holding it hostage, and you were on the phone with her. Do you remember that?
That's worse than any of the terrible things he did. Jeez.
Where did that story?
Creepy.
I like
it.
I'm holding a bottle of Jack Daniels one night, telling you, strike out, you check this out.
More like Shelby doing that to the guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't play right. It's over.
No, I don't remember. I mean, I did crazy things to it. I mean, in Hollywood, I chucked it across the stage, and it looked cool as it was flying, but when I hit the drum riser and sheared off all the tuning pegs, that wasn't cool. And we had a show the following day, so we had to rush around and had to buy new tuners. Actually, Setzer's bass player, a guy named Chris that plays with him now, he played with us. And we were on tour, and we were in Atlanta one night, and he came over me with the bass, which you shouldn't have. And our headstocks hit, and of course a bass headstock is a lot bigger than a guitar, so he split it in two.
Chopping
and
wood.
told me it was old, mate. You know what I mean? It was bound to break.
It was like it was old. We're all Chris.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a Blues Brothers moment? Have you ever had that where you're playing, you get into a gig, and you realize you shouldn't be here, but you play it anyway?
Riley.
Yeah.
That's it. Here, Brett, let him have it.
No. It's just like the most hillbilly backwoods bar I've ever been in.
It's in Midland, Texas, in the first place, which is the middle of nowhere in the United States.
George Bush is from there.
No offense to Central Texans. They're a great group of people, and the people we played to love the music. So I'm not high and mighty, no highfalutin here. But this is a place where, like, the Dixie Chicks cut their teeth. This is their bar where they learned to play and came
Got
up.
people in the back playing
which
horseshoe.
shocked us to death because you think, oh, these 3 pretty girls came up here and they're all sweet and well-to-do. This place is gnarly. There's like a mud puddle in the middle of the dance floor. The ceiling is held together with chicken wire. You walk out the back door and there's horseshoes flying by your teeth. You're like, whoa, dude, and
I want to go in the bathroom and call it a toilet.
Yeah,
broken.
It's a spout. It's like porcelain, looks like freaking Bart Simpson's hair. Yeah, nasty. We walk into this joint and there's this huge dude beating this other dude in the face on the pool table, just cracking him in the face, just blood all over his fist, and the guy's like missing teeth, and he's smiling. Cause he's smiling in the middle of this fight. The guy getting his head, his face bashed in, And the big dude stops and looks back at us and goes, "Are you all the band?" And we're all, "Yeah, we're the band." You know, and he's all, "You better be good." and the dude on the pool table getting beat up's all, we're all, "Yeah, we better." Oh my God. There's too much more to tell you that we can't tell you, but let's just say Midland, Texas, Riley's. I had a great show, actually. By the end of the
it was
night.
great.
The people love their music, but it's scary as hell. Just
They liked
intimidating.
us so much, we rolled through a second time on that tour. And when we rolled out, somebody had stolen all of our money.
Yeah, someone stole our cash
They
box.
broke into the van.
It was
and-
sweet.
Yeah.
We got the full experience.
Yeah, exactly. Gosh.
That place in North Carolina, that festival we played, we had beer cans thrown at us all night.
Oh, that was an awesome festival. Yeah, the Heavy Rebel Weekender.
Yeah, that was it.
In North Carolina, this really cool guy puts it on, and that was another gnarly one. The way the crowd shows their appreciation, sponsored by PBR, Patch Blue Ribbon, is throwing semi-full cans of beer
All
at you.
full cans.
And is there any chicken wire or anything?
No.
You just gotta dodge it.
Yeah,
If you're
he had
lucky.
it the worst
I'm
because he's
standing in one spot
stationary.
drumming, dude.
It was,
When I came around frickin' Shelby's, where Shelby's doing the guitar solo, I came around Shelby's back to go out and do the Gene Krupa little drum thing on Brett's bass. And someone just throws a fully at me. He didn't even pop the thing. Didn't have the courtesy to pop the tab. It's all, I'm all, but I didn't pass out. Luckily, I made it over there. And I think it was my buddy who we brought on the road too. I saw him out there all
No, wasn't it?
hiding in the
no,
crowd.
that was
Dennis.
Mike. No, Mikey threw one at me.
Oh, yeah,
at
Mikey
guitar
from the
player.
goddamn gallows.
Yeah. Open one while I was soloing. I could see him smiling. Just shot
He's all,
guitar.
yeah.
And then I made the mistake by picking one up and throwing it back in the audience, which is the worst mistake.
Yeah, and they
'cause
all
then
come back
20
at you.
more came flying back up. It was the worst experience. In hindsight, it was fun. While it was going on, it was dangerous.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Hey, you know, again,
Our instruments
another
are just
example of
covered
people
in
who
beer.
party wild, hard, and rough. You go with the flow.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to check out the album, pick it up. It's everywhere, basically, online. I am your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
See you later.
Later.
Bye. I have a question to ask you. What's our motivation?
What's your
Who am I? What am I doing?
to be obedient, and be
That's what you
the
get.
opposite of how you are on stage.